Today we're going to be discussing the cost of living in Tacoma. So, as most people know, Tacoma is not the cheapest place to live in America. However, there's a reason for it, and I'm going to talk about that today. Again, my name is Javon Simon. I'm a real estate agent and real estate expert here in the area. I'm also a real estate investor, and I'm here to give information and facts and tips. And if you have any questions or you want to reach out and discuss it all, feel free to give me a call, shoot me an email, shoot me a text. I'd love to chat and discuss how I can help you. So the first thing that I'm going to discuss is housing costs. So obviously that's people's biggest expense. So housing here in Tacoma is not cheap. Whether you're looking to rent or you're looking to buy, it's pretty pricey. So the average home in Tacoma is about $500,000, give or take a little bit. And then I believe average rent is around $2,000 a month in the area. If you're looking for a 3-bedroom home, it's probably a little bit above that. And so, really looking at housing costs is going to be a big deal. Now, one thing to keep in mind before I keep going about cost of living in the area is that there's a reason why oftentimes housing costs tend to be more. And it's a lot of times, and especially here in the area, because the job market is abundant and there's higher paying jobs in the area. And so that does increase the cost of living. It's not always a good thing, especially for those who are in the area, have been here for a long period of time, and maybe their wages haven't increased with the local market. But it's just the reality of what it is that the economy in the area is growing, jobs are growing, and income is growing in the area as well. So whenever you're looking at the cost of living in Tacoma, understand that the reason is because there are a lot of jobs that support the cost of living, and people are able to pay it for that reason. So I want to give it a little bit more perspective though, just to touch on things one more time. So the average home price in America is $350,000 roughly. And the average price here in Tacoma is about $500,000 or $500,000. So just so you can kind of understand, it's going to cost you on average about $150,000 more for a home here than it would in other parts of the country. And then also the average salary in America is about $55,000 US dollars. However, here in this local market and economy, the average salary is about $75,000. So again, the reason for the higher cost of living is because of the higher paying jobs that we have in the area. So to get into some things not housing related, transportation costs. Gas right now is about $4.50. It fluctuates a little bit, as everybody knows, but it's about $4.50 per gallon. And so I believe that's a little over $1 more than the national average right now. So another large expense to discuss is how much food costs here. So when you go out to eat, with your family or friends or whatever, it's going to cost you a little bit more in this area than it will in other places. And I don't have any exact statistics on that, but it's something to take in consideration that, even going through fast food restaurants or drive-throughs or whatever, it's going to cost a little bit more than normal than it would in other places. And especially here in grocery stores, the cost of food is pretty high. And it's so something to take into consideration. Not only are your housing costs going to be higher, but also your travel and your food costs are going to be a little higher. I'd say comparatively speaking, just in my experience, food isn't, at least at grocery stores, isn't that much more expensive than other places. But restaurants are definitely more expensive because they have to pay their employees, their bills are higher, and all those things and all those factors that come into play. So to summarize, Tacoma is, quite frankly, just more expensive than the average place in America. There's a lot of local economic dynamics that support that, and that's a reason for that. And so I definitely encourage you to, if you're considering moving here or if you are moving here, I encourage you to find places that are going to fit your budget and fit your needs, and that you're going to be able to live comfortably. And again, I'm a real estate agent here in the area. I serve all of not only Pierce County, but King County and Thurston County. And so if you have questions about finding a place that makes sense for you and your budget and what you're looking for and what's comfortable for you and or your family, I'd be more than happy to discuss those things and help you point you in the right direction and find a place in a home that fits for you.